Hello, this is Dan Alford with the ARC Specialties Weld of the Week, where we showcase an interesting weld and the backstory of its application in industry. We're going to talk about the technology of both the welding process and the ARC video monitoring system we use. This week's Weld of the Week is about weld procedure qualification. There's an interesting backstory. In the late 1800s, as pressures increased in steam engines, the boilers started to explode with much loss of life. There was a lot of outcry. Something had to be done. It could have either become a governmental solution, but instead, the American Society of Mechanical Engineers created a system of voluntary codes and specs, which has been adopted around the world and is used today. The theory is, if you write a welding procedure and then make a weld following that procedure, then you can test that test plate, check the tensile strength, the notch toughness, all the mechanical properties. Then in the future, if you follow that same procedure, you can expect the same resultant mechanical properties. This approach gives you excellent test data on mechanical properties. You can only do so much with non-destructive testing, and you can't destructively test every weld. So what we're showing you today is the process of actually making these test plates prior to the destructive mechanical testing. But the procedure qualification process starts long before we light the arc on the test plate. First, we have to pick a specification. Are we qualifying to ASME pressure vessel code, to American Welding Society structural welding code, to the API piping code? After you determine that, you have to figure out what your goals are. Is this going to be an overlay weld? Is this going to be a joining weld? One critical criteria is whether you're going to use any post-weld heat treatment. This drastically changes your wire selection and some of your welding process variables. So after you picked all this, then you pick a welding process. What you're seeing here today is gas tungsten arc welding with hot wire. So we're preheating the wire as it feeds into the back of the puddle. After we selected the welding process, then we develop the welding parameters. What we're trying to do is create a sound weld. By that I mean no internal defects. And then you want the heat input such that you get the material properties that you're looking for. Then finally you have to determine what position your weld will be made in. Will it be made flat, overhead, vertical, etc.? And you need to determine what your welding sequence is. Do you want full width weaves or do you want split bead welds? What we're showing you here is split bead welds, very low heat input, kind of maximizes the mechanical properties that we're trying to achieve in this. So all of today's video was shot with a Xyris camera. We've actually shown you two different test plates being made, one in the flat position and one in the 2G or horizontal position. And then finally the documentation that you see on the clipboard, that's called a PQR, Procedure Qualification Record, where we document the welding process variables all through the entire process. After this part is finished, we're going to go through a post-weld stress relief and then on to destructive testing. The reason we decided to showcase this weld because it's a bit unique. The base metal is high-strength, low-alloy chromoly steel that's heat-treated, but the filler wire is actually a nickel-based alloy. What we're doing here is qualifying the weld wire to base metal strength levels to allow the overlay to be used as part of the strength calculation on this valve. After the welding and post-weld heat treatment, this plate will go to the lab for destructive testing. We're going to determine tensile strength, impact toughness, and hardness. In future Weld of the Week episodes, we're going to take you into a metallurgical laboratory where we do the destructive testing and quantify the mechanical properties and weld integrity of a weld procedure qualification test plate. We look forward to posting new episodes of the ARC Specialties Weld of the Week. If you're one of the thousands of operators of ARC Specialties equipment around the world and you have a weld that you would like to showcase, please contact us. At ARC Specialties, we thrive on problems. Send us yours.